I'm making a game. That's a heavy sentence, especially one if you've come to know me over the years. I've tried making games and working on projects of this extent a couple times over the past decade or so. It's never come out to something that I can say is finally released, more like something that was kind of done sort of, but then never really made it to market. I swore to myself when I started this channel that I wasn't going to do this big intensive project where I didn't have a lot to show for it for a very long period of time. I've done a couple other YouTube channels in the past, and I've always had something like this running in the background, and it's normally just killed the channel because all of my time went to supporting this other thing. And I'm not going to do that this time. I'm doing things very differently. See, the game I'm making is something that I'm going to do so publicly. I'm going to be streaming development a lot. I'm going to be posting videos updating you guys on the progress. And I can see the concept for this game changing very drastically, very quickly. I already have things that I'm going to talk about in this video that I'd be willing to bet by the time it comes out will have changed or will have updated, or I might have changed direction entirely just by learning something and realizing something would be easier or harder. This is going to be a volatile process and really a true look into game development. So what am I doing? I'm working on a game right now that is tentatively called Battle Tactics because I took two words that were as generic as possible that I knew the domain didn't exist for anywhere and smashed them together in a way that just made it was a name for the app. The intention is to be an isometric 2D battler game where it's a tactical battle game a la Mario and Rabbids, Final Fantasy Tactics. Added a little bit of Pokemon but with some movement on a map, and you basically have the game I want to make. For a first game that I intend to actually release, that's a daunting process, and there's a lot of things in here that I'm not just straight up not capable of doing. I'll be able to code the engine, I'll be able to code all the logic, but when it comes to making this thing look pretty, hell no. That's way beyond my personal skill set. Meaning I'm going to have to hire artists, hire sound developers, hire all sorts of people to make this thing work. And to do that, it's going to cost a lot of money and a lot of time, because I'm not one of those people who says, oh, I'll let you work for exposure. That's bullshit, and I know it, and you know it too. This is going to be a labor of love and a long time coming, but it's something that I've wanted to do, and I figure after talking about games as much as I have, and talking about being a developer as much as I have, it's time to smash the two together and really put my money where my mouth is. The game will hopefully be coming to Android sometime in 2018. I don't know exactly when, because I don't know exactly the scope of the project, and I fully expect that to change. I've done simple things like a collection of cards that you're able to maintain. You have different heroes that have different stats. You have resources that you can use to craft better weapons. I'm doing an actual grid-based crafting system instead of just lists because, I don't know, it felt more engaging to me. Or maybe that's just all the Sky Factory I've been playing. The heroes that aren't actively in your party you use to battle, you'll be able to send out on missions to get more resources and also possibly recruit more teammates. This way you have a reason for maintaining just more than 4 heroes in your collection. Heroes will be able to be leveled up and customized slightly. Again, the thing that's going to limit that most is the artistic skill that I can afford to hire to make this game a reality. Plan to have clans, a chat system, integration, social features. All of these things are on a very long to-do list on a Bitbucket project where I'm going to be working and committing on this as a little solo thing I'm going to be doing secondary to the channel. Now, this goes mentioning that if this becomes something that really takes off, I don't know where that's going to put me with YouTube and with everything else, but the primary goal here is to do this for the channel, not to do this instead of the channel. So don't worry, I'm not going to be cutting down on videos, at least not for this reason. So you're still going to be seeing videos from me as often as you see videos from me. Now, when it comes to supporting the game and making this thing come out early, I am going to be just blunt. People who support the channel on Patreon are going to have the first access to the game, and you guys are going to know about everything when it comes to the game about a week before anybody in the public does. So if you want to be able to play in the betas, you want to be able to log in before anybody else, you want some special bonus features that I'll code up and work on, go support me over there in helping create this thing and make it a reality. But there you go, that's the next big thing for me personally. Now, not only just talking about video games online, but actually going ahead and making one. I'm going to do the first live stream in a week or two when I have a little bit of downtime and I'm not at work and I'm not unable to share what I'm doing and just have 3 or 4 hours to sit down and code with you all watching. That won't be terrifying at all. So that's the next big thing. I want to know what you think. Are you excited for it? Do you hate it? Do you have any suggestions? Do you know somebody who might be interested in working on a project like this? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, you know what to do. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you hated it. Subscribe for more news and updates on the game that I am making. And I'll talk to you next time.